Hi guys, and welcome to your Twin Flame Tarot Love Messages. We're going to take a look and see what the cards are predicting for you in relation to your Twin Flame connection. This is going to be a general reading, so please just keep that in mind. If you're after personal tarot reading with myself, feel free to reach out and inquire. I will list my email just below the video here. So we'll give the cards a shuffle and see what's going on with you and your Twin Flame here. Okay, you have the Three of Swords here, the Nine of Pentacles, the Ten of Swords, Seven of Cups, the Eight of Wands, and the Knight of Swords here. Okay, we've got the Three of Swords here. This is suggesting to us that there is heartbreak or heartache here. Okay, some of you could be going through, you could be trying to mend a broken heart. This is emotional anguish, emotional disappointment here, grieving, loss, betrayal, pain, rejection here. Okay, pain that has been inflicted either by someone's words, actions, or their intentions here. Interestingly, there are three swords here that piece the single heart here. This could also indicate a third-party situation. Okay, some of you have been treated like an option rather than a priority. Some of you, you weren't being prioritized when it comes to this twin flame connection. Okay, some of you, I feel like your twin flame here is involved with someone else, and maybe you've just, found this out. This is quite a heavy energy. I'm seeing that there is a lot of tears being shed. I'm seeing that there's a sadness. There's a sadness to this energy and to this card in particular. A separation here with the Ten of Swords. Some of you, I feel like, have, you and your twin flame are currently in separation, okay? How could you not be after, what's going on here emotionally, internally? Some of you, I feel like, because the Three of Swords bears the message of rejection, betrayal, hurt, discouragement. And in moments like this, because the Three of Swords is governed by mental energy, in moments like these, it tells you that you're being well served by the mind. So if you think about things logically rather than emotionally here, it could help you prepare for the experience. Okay, so some of you, as you're yet to undergo this experience, this emotional disappointment or this heartbreak. Some of you are going through it, and therefore, if you look at things from a logical standpoint, okay, and try to make sense of it logically rather than emotionally, it might help just to minimize the pain, even if a little, even if slightly here, guys. However, I feel like there's something, whatever it is that you're going through, right? Because pain teaches us things. It teaches us to avoid mistakes that can often lead to danger or grief. It teaches us to appreciate joy and happiness when we do have those in our lives. Pain is a normal part of life here, and essentially it makes you more stronger, it makes you more careful, it makes you more vigilant here. So whatever it is that you're going through, understand that this pain is useful to you, okay? And it's preparing you maybe for your next relationship, or it's preparing you mentally, emotionally, physically, because for centuries people have used pain as a source of creative inspiration here. And for some of you, I'm seeing that the message that I get is that this pain is going to be useful, okay, or will be useful to you someday here. And it's essentially, I feel like, whatever it is that you're going through right now, it's preparing you for the next stage, the next cycle here is what I see. Okay, so don't dwell so much on what you've lost with someone here, okay? Don't dwell so much on what was said, or, how much pain it was inflicted, or just how difficult times were. I feel like it's important to do that emotional purging and emotional cleansing, get it out of your system. By all means, acknowledge it, do not suppress it. But don't fixate on so much. Instead, I feel like it's important to give yourself the time, give yourself that time to emotionally cleanse and emotionally purge, and, do whatever it is that you have to do to help heal this pain. But then I feel like try and focus on, moving forward here, okay? I know it's easier said than done, but I don't want you to get the impression that I want you to rush this healing process. I want you to rush moving on from someone. There is no time frame, okay? You take as long as you need, but I do feel like that you have to understand that this pain is propelling you forward. It's accelerating you forward, because you do have the Ten of Swords, okay? And I can see that this energy here has really hurt you, okay? This person has betrayed to you. They lied to you. They deceived you. I mean, how could they? You've given them your trust, and what do? They stab you in the back, okay? I can see that this person has definitely caused you a lot of unhappiness, a lot of disappointment here. But understand that right now, okay, there may be like a sadness, and there may be disappointment here, and there may be a lot of upset and tears being cried. But understand that there's so much joy coming ahead of you, okay? So don't focus too much on what happened, on why it happened. Try and heal and renew your energies here, because this is what the Nine of Pentacles tells me, that you need to focus on yourself, okay? You need to some of you might need to build a better relationship with yourself. Some of you might need to invest a little bit more in yourself, because some of you, I get the choice that to compensate for this person's lack of love, or to compensate for their lack of effort in the connection. Some of you have maybe overcommitted, or overcompensated, or over applied yourself just because the other person wasn't doing enough, and that was never going to get you very far. So some of you, I feel like, instead of pouring from your chalice and leaving yourself dry, it's time to start investing in yourself. And again, it's just important for you to know that your twin flame connection here, I mean, twin flame connections are intense, right? We'll know that emotional intensity can be really overwhelming, and it can be really hard to experience. It can be very difficult to deal with, just because of that, intensity. So a lot of the times twin flames don't actually end up being together, but when they do cross paths, they help teach each other about love, about one another, about individuals, about the world. They push each other, they challenge each other. There's so much lessons, okay? So again, there's a lesson in all of this pain. You may not see it now, and that's okay. Don't push yourself, don't force yourself to see it. One day, the clouds will part here, they will, and the sun will come, shining down, and you will see why it had to happen this way. You will see why they hurt you, or the reason why it had to end, okay? Or the reason why it couldn't work out. And again, for some of you, this might not be permanent, okay? This might just be temporary. The two of you, there is a possibility. I mean, I see someone coming back in. I see someone rushing back in towards you. I mean, it's not the ideal energy, the Knight of Swords, but hey, someone's coming back in. And with the Eight of Wands, this is a great energy, because it's all about forward progression. It's all about movement. So a lot of you, I do see that this uncomfortable period that you're at with you and your twin flame, you'll be able to move on. However, for some of you, you're moving on from this connection. Some of you are moving on without them. Some of you are going to be moving on with them, but moving on from this, intense experience. So some of you, you need to take that as comfort. Regardless, you're moving on with or without them. There is forward progression here. It's important not to idolize, okay? Not to idolize the person, the energy that you're dealing with, not to idolize this connection. Because a lot of the times people tend to romanticize, right? Romanticize someone else, the potential of what this could be. And some of you, I feel like maybe you're holding on to how it could have been. Okay? And that's keeping you stuck. That's keeping you emotionally stuck on this person. And that won't help you move forward. So some of you, I feel like you're idolizing a situation, or you're idolizing this, twin flame energy here. And it's important for you to take the rose-colored glasses off and see things as they are, okay? Because by trying to idolize or romanticize this person or this situation, this energy, you're only making it worse for yourself, and you're only fooling yourself in the end, okay? I do feel like there's I'm seeing clarity here, and there's going to be a lot of movement. So although things feel a little bit stagnated now, they won't move forward in this energy, okay? Because I feel like there's some healing that needs to be done. There's some processing that needs to happen. I feel like, there's some inner work that needs to be done, okay? With yourself, with regards to your twin flame. So no, things are not going to move forward right now, okay? They will, but not right now. Notice how the sun breaks through those dark clouds. Things will get better. After every dark night, there's a brighter day. Things will get better. Things will get better internally, or things will get better between you and your twin flame, okay? It may be hard to see things from where you're standing, because it may be really dark, okay, in this period that you're going through. but there is light at the end of the tunnel, okay? Even if the tunnel is just dimly lit, guys, there is a light at the end of the tunnel. It is going to get better, and you'll be at a place where you'll be able to move on from, you know, this situation, this pain, emotionally, internally, physically here. I do feel like your twin flame here is going to come back, because a lot of you, I'm seeing it's that runner chaser dynamic stage of the connection. Okay, again, they run when the feelings get too much. They run when they can't put into words what they feel, or when they can't process that emotional intensity. They run, you chase. Okay, and then you stop chasing, and then they come back when you're a little bit more vibrationally aligned. So I do see a twin flame coming back here, but I just want to tell you that this person is coming back. This twin flame energy is coming back in the Knight of Swords energy, and it's probably not the most ideal energy you want them coming back in, because it's sort of like this person is, it feels like their energy is, they're arced up here. It's like they're a little bit defensive. They can be a little bit verbally abusive. They can be very quick and very, like, they're very prone to anger in this kind of energy. There's so much, like, they feel very, it's like a passionate kind of energy, but it feels very like they might say the wrong thing here, or they might misunderstand things. It's like they're not in the right frame of mind. And I wouldn't encourage you try and work things out with them when they're this way, or when you're coming up as this energy, just because you're not going to get very far, okay? It's like you're going to do a whole heap of yelling at one another, but very little understanding of each other here. So someone does come back, but just because, you know, they text you or they give you a call doesn't mean that you have to respond, and especially do not respond in that same energy, okay? Someone has to be the bigger person, right? You can't put out a fire by, you know, fueling it with more fire. It's not going to work. So, you know, you can't fix this thing. You can't fix this connection. You can't fix things, repair things between the two of you in the Knight of Swords energy. So maybe wait until, you know, they're a little bit more calm, a little bit more centered, and a little bit more, you know, ready to talk, okay? Or if that's you coming up as this energy, maybe wait until this, you know, vibration and this energy has passed. That way you're a little bit more settled, and you're a little bit more, you know, calm and more at ease here. Okay, guys, and these are your messages for your twin flame connection. Thank you as always for watching and listening. If you're after a personal reading with myself, feel free to reach out. Otherwise, take care, guys. I'll catch up with you later in the week.